everyone, and welcome back to my channel. India, have you been wearing the same outfit for the last 3 videos? Why yes. Yes, I have been wearing the same outfit for the last 3 videos because I've been batch recording, which you should do if you're busy because it makes you feel a little bit more sane when you've recorded videos and then you have them and then you can schedule them to post so then you can relax. Relaxing is key, especially when you're on those long plane rides. So that brings me to our next Travel Tuesday video. I told you guys in the last one this fall I've got a lot of trips coming up. So I'm really excited to talk about what I like to bring with me when I travel, how I travel, what I do, and what I use, because all of that is important and it's so useful. Like how, I've spent a lot of hours watching like what I take with me in my carry-on, what I take with me on the plane, what I take with me on my road trips and stuff like that. I've spent a lot of hours watching those videos, and so I wanted to bring my own tips and tricks because I've spent a lot of hours on planes and in car rides and on buses and on things like that. So I feel like I've got something to say. But that comes back to what I was talking to earlier about relaxing. But before we get into that, do not forget to subscribe to my channel so you can get even more tips and tricks on traveling, as well as some fun book things, bookish adventures, bookish talk. And don't forget to hit that like button down below. And let's get started on talking about what to do to relax or to catch some sleep on those long haul flights. So this fall I am going to Dubai and I'm super excited. Last year I hit up Bali and Cuba and China, and so Dubai I think is going to be my one and only international trip this year, but that means it is going to be a long flight. So let's talk about what to bring on that flight when you're trying to get some sleep. If you're anything like me, you divide up your trip by how many movies you can watch. So like 8-hour flight, that's like, 3 movies with like some eating time in between and a little bit of a nap. I don't sleep well on planes, just like I don't sleep well on buses. Like I might get just like 30 minutes to an hour tops of sleep, just because I just don't sleep well. I don't sleep well. A lot of people, a lot of moving parts. But with these things, I have been sleeping a lot better. So First of all, you've got your eye mask. This is crucial. Having your sleep mask is crucial. This one is a little old. I just bought a new one actually, but I didn't want to bring it out, and so I just bought a new one, but I still use this one at home, especially when I was working nights. But this is just so crucial, when you're asleep and all of a sudden someone's turning on their reading light, like in the front behind you, then you're like, oh my God, what is that light coming from? Why is it shining from above? People are trying to sleep over here. Or next thing you know, the flight attendants are bringing up the lights for food service or something like that, even though most of the time on the long haul flights, they don't bring up the lights for that kind of stuff. Or, the person next to you is watching a video, whether that be your mom or your friend or just a random person next to you. So you've got your sleep mask and you pull it down and you put it on, and guess what? All of that goes away. So now you can't see anything, but you can still hear all of those annoying dings. I know it's terrible, but you really don't care what the captain has to say other than the safety stuff at the beginning of the flight, which everyone should pay attention to the safety information at the beginning of the flight. So you then have earplugs. Best things ever. These came with the next item I'm about to show you, but earplugs are so cheap. They're like $2 at Walmart. Probably find some on Amazon, and you can get like a giant box of them so you can stuff some in your backpack, in your purse, in your suitcase, because I recommend having earplugs when you travel, just in case whomever you're rooming with like snores or wants to watch the TV at night and you are dog tired. Earplugs. So then you put these babies in and you can't hear anything but yourself talking right now, and it's weird, so I'm gonna take them out. So you've got your earplugs in, you've got your eye mask on, you can't see anything, you can't hear anything, but now now you're not comfortable. Now you're like, okay, what is my neck doing? What are we doing? I don't, you know, sometimes you don't want to put your seat back because the person behind you is uncomfortable, but then you're like, you know what, forget it, I'm putting my seat back because we all need to be a little bit comfortable. So you've leaned your seat back, but your head is still like, oh, your neck doesn't know what to do. So you bring a neck pillow. I love this neck pillow. This neck pillow is by however you pronounce that name. And you can find them at Target, which is where I found this one, or you can also find them online at Amazon. And I love this neck pillow. Here's why I love this neck pillow. I've had neck pillows in the past that are like, you know, the soft, foamy, plush ones that don't have any airflow. So you know what that did to me? I got a heat rash before my European vacation, and I was all broken out around here and right in here because I'd gotten too hot when I fell asleep. My skin gotten too hot when I fell asleep, and I was just knocked out. So I didn't really feel it until I was like uncomfortable. And so now I have this one, which is fantastic, which allows airflow through your pillow. So that way you can not get overheated when you sleep. So you slide it on around. got your earplugs that go on top. You know, they're in your ears. Let's go this way. They're in your ears. Slide it on around, put it on through. It's almost like having a seat collar at work. This does have like a magnetic clamp, so that way this stays closed. Fun fact, these actually come in different sizes, which I don't think I knew until I paid more attention to the packaging. This comes in different sizes. I believe this is actually an extra large, so it's too big on me, but I make it work. If I were to buy another one, I'd probably buy maybe a large, something like that, but it worked out just fine for my trip, like literally just fine. I was asleep, I was comfortable, my neck wasn't getting super hot, and I absolutely love that because those plushy memory foam ones, they make me so hot, and I don't want another heat rash because you can see it in my pictures. My face looks like I have some sort of disease, and I don't. I already get acne, so I didn't need more on my face, okay? So we've got our neck pillow on, we've got our eye mask, we are so comfortable right now. Just asleep. We're asleep, right? But they've kicked the air up to 1,000. They literally, it is just, it is cold in here. You know, you are going to a hot place, so you were like, I don't really want to wear all the extra layers, all the extra clothes, because when I get off the plane, guess what? It's going to be about 95 degrees, so why do I want to wear all these extra layers? So, I mean, I still wear leggings. I never wear shorts on the plane, just because, like I'm about to say, it gets cold. Your person next to you has the air blowing like crazy, and you are cold. So, oh, and it comes in this nice little case that you can just, you're so cold. You're so cold. So you know what you do? You go in your carry-on underneath your feet, or you're like, you tell the person next to you because you have the window seat, because then you can really get comfortable. Excuse me, I need to get to the overhead bins, and you pull out your scarf, pashmina, whatever you want to call it, and you wrap up in a little blanket. So some people like to go this way, you know, wrap it over you backwards. Some people like to go this way and wrap it this way. You know, if it's really big, if you have a really big one, you might be able to cover up your legs. But that's one reason why I travel with wearing leggings, that way my legs aren't cold. But I almost always leave my arms out for heat regulation and temperature and stuff like that. And so then you've got your pashmina. I like this more than I like a sweatshirt, even though half the time I do have a sweatshirt, just because it is so compact. You can throw it in your purse and it barely takes up any room, and then you can use it, you know, in your hot destination multiple times, in cold restaurants, you know, going out and stuff. Just something that's easy to cover up when you're going to a place that really doesn't need a sweatshirt. and I like it a lot. Really small, easy to carry. Can't go wrong. But you're extra cold. You didn't really want to wear boots through the airport. You're, like I said, you're going to that hot and warm destination. And so you decided that you wanted to wear flip-flops or sandals. Super easy to take off through airport security. You know, unless you've got the little machine things, you don't even have to take off your shoes, right? And, or if you're going through TSA pre-check, you don't have to take off your shoes. Fantastic. But you've got sandals on and you're like, oh, my feet are so cold. Feet are so cold. So while you were up there, so you don't have to bother your seatmate again, you were like, let me get these out of my bag as well. So you grabbed your slippers or socks. I think a lot of times I have socks, but I've also traveled with these too. I've got 2 pairs of these. I got them from Dick's Sporting Goods during Christmas, or I think it was like Black Friday or something. They were like buy one get one free. So I got 2 pairs. They're awesome. Slide them on your feet and you've got these warm, cozy things, and then you are knocked out. If you know you have a long flight and you know you're anxious, bring some melatonin. You'll be fine. Bring some melatonin or some Benadryl or some ZzzQuil. Drink that with all the free wine they're doing on the international trips. Drink that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. And just sit back, relax, and let the sleep take over you and feel relaxed on your trip. So those are the things that I always have on with me with these long flights. 1.5-hour flights. I might just have the pashmina with me, just a scarf, just so I'm not cold, you know. But those long international flights, 8+ hours, I have these items with me so that way I am so comfortable on that trip. And that way, even if you want to get work done, do your computer, iPad, phone, whatever, you're comfortable while doing it. You know, no one likes to be working in uncomfortable situations, then you get less work done, right? Right. So, what are some of your favorite items to bring on the plane with you to be comfortable, that I might learn something from, that other people might learn something from? I really want to know. I love hearing what people think, what people have to say. That's awesome. And, you know, don't forget to hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already subscribed. Follow me on all of the socials so that way when I do go on my adventures in the fall, you could see them all and see what I actually do carry with me on these trips. And that's it for this video. Like I said, let me know what you travel with. I'm super curious. Let me know if you have any questions about traveling. I will do the best that I can to answer them. I'm not a professional traveler by any means. I will do my best to tag some items down below. Of course, the scarf, you can use any scarf that you've got. You know, I just recommend the ones that open up really big so that way you can wrap yourself all up in them. And yeah, that's it. Until next time, keep turning the pages.